Está el Bhagavatam, 11º canto.
Yashodanandana Prajajanaranjana Yashodanandana Prajajanaranjana Yamunatira Vanachari Yamunatira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Vihari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Jaya Giri Vanadari Jaya Giri Vanadari Yashodanandana Prajajanaranjana Yamunatira Vanachari Yamunatira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Vihari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Jaya Giri Vanadari Jaya Giri Vanadari Yashodanandana Prajajanaranjana Yashodanandana Rajajanarandana Yamuna Tira Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, oh, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Jai Nitai, Guru Gurangala Raja Mohan ki Jai. El 11º canto del Srimad Bhagavatam yo no lo he leído con mucha atención. Estando en Sur India con Vishnu Maharaj hablamos mucho de la filosofía y él siempre citaba el 11º canto. Entonces cuando yo le dije que no lo había leído muy bien, entonces él dijo que es muy bello, muy valioso y por eso estamos leyendo este 11º canto ahora, por recomendación. Pero no hay uno con comentario de Prabhupada porque Prabhupada no alcanzó ahí. Bueno, el próximo verso es Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Labdvanugraha acharyat Tena Shandarshitagama Mahapurusham Abhyachin Murdyapi Mata Yatmana.
El famoso dilema de los idiomas. You guys should learn English.
Having obtained the mercy of his Guru, who reveals to the disciple the injunctions of Vedic scriptures, The devotees should worship the Supreme Lord in the particular personal form of the Lord the devotee finds most attractive. This we read yesterday. Next verse. Suchi samukyam ashina prana samya manadibi pindam vishodya shamyasya kritaraksho richat darim. After cleansing oneself, purifying the body by pranayama, bhuta shuddhi and other processes, and touching the body for protection, one should sit in front of the deity and worship the Lord. Commentary. Prana samyamanadibi means by pranayama in bhuta shuddhi. Pinda means the body. Protecting himself with proper sat, nyasas, touching parts of the body while uttering mantras, he should perform worship. Archadau ridaye chapi yata labdo panchara kai dravyakshiti atma lingani nishpatya prakshya cha shasana patyadin upakalpatya kalpyata sanidapya samahita rit adibi kritanya so mula mantrena chachayet. The devotee should make suitable, properly obtained ingredients. The earth, the mind, and the deity, sprinkle his sitting place with water for purification and prepare the foot water, alya, achamana, and madhupalka. The devotee should then place the deity in his proper place, concentrate his attention, and then perform nyasa, using mantras. Then he should offer worship with the Mula mantra. Commentary. Preparing or making suitably properly obtained jata labda articles like flowers by removing insects, earth by cleaning, mind by concentration, and the deity by cleansing and rubbing with unguents. He should prepare vessels of patya, arkya, achamana, madhupalka. He should perform nyasas using the Mula mantras in the following mantras. Hridayaya namaha, Sira se swaha, Shikayai vasat, Kava chayahum, Netrabhyam vaushat, I ashtraya fat. Using these mantras combined with the mantras used for worshiping the particular deity, one touches one's heart, head, chika, arms and eyes. This is called nyasa. Atmanam tanmayam dhyayam Murtim sampujayet dare Sheshamadaya shirasa Swadamnye advasya satkritam. The worshipper should identify himself with the Lord and worship the form. Then he should take the remnants of the deity's paraphernalia, such as a flower garlands, upon his head and respectfully establish the deity back in his abode. He should complete the worship. Commentaries. This verse describes ahangraho pashana, worshipping oneself as the Lord, meditating on oneself as the Lord, tatmayam. One should worship that form of the Lord. Shesham means the remnants of the article of worship. Having established the worshipped Lord, Satkritam, in his spiritual abode, one completes the worship. Evam Agni Arka Toyadav Atito Didaye Chaya Jayati Svaram Atmanam Achiram Muchatehisa. Thus the worshipper of the Supreme Lord should recognize that the Lord is all-pervading and should worship him through the presence in fire, the sun, water, and other elements, in the hearts of the guests one receives in one's home and also in one's own heart. In this way, the worshipper will very soon achieve liberation. Commentary. Karma Yoga means including Karma Yoga, which includes bhakti and ahang grahopashana, is better than the previously described karma yoga, since one more quickly attains liberation. However, one should understand that pure bhakti is referred to with the words Bhagavatam Dharman in verses such as 11 to 34. Thus ends the commentary on the 3rd chapter of 11th canto of the Bhagavatam for the pleasure of the devotees, in accordance with the previous acharyas. Om Jnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshun Militam Jene Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Sri Chaitanya Manubhistam Stapitam Jena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swatandantikam. Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasari Gaura Bhaktavinda. Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasari Gaura Bhaktavinda. Son varias preguntas que surgen en mi mente también al leerlo, pero lo básico es adorar. Adorar y servir. Oh, sorry, I'm speaking Spanish. Several questions rise in my mind also when I read this. But the summit substance is that we should worship, be a servant, see Krishna everywhere. The seeing Krishna everywhere is very basic and very important. If we don't see Krishna everywhere, then we become confused. Whom are we going to see everywhere? Only Krishna can be everywhere. Like I was saying this morning to one devotee, I am not in your heart. That is nothing but a simple, honest admission. I am not in your heart. Maybe you are in my heart when I think about you, but I'm definitely not in your heart. But Krishna is in your heart. Krishna does know everything and everyone and every thought and every karmic circumstance. Krishna knows everything. You cannot hide anything from him. But Krishna is always our well-wisher, so there's nothing to worry. Whatever is necessary, he will do for us. If it is necessary to chastise us, he will also chastise us. that is His divine mercy upon us. Now, I was very happy to read in this purport the mantras which we chant in before we do the fire yajnas. Here it says one should do them every day. Of course, different traditions, different families, they have different customs. But the basic mantras are the same, like we are putting on the Om Narayana Nama, Om Madhavaya Nama, Om Govindaya Nama, Om Vishnave Nama. We put on the Tilak mantras, we're protecting this body. This is also a holy tradition to make yourself aware that Vishnu is protecting your body. The Bhagavatam is very, very scientific. It addresses so many issues which are very authoritative, which is very unique. Very unique that we follow a book 5,000 years old and still the same mantras are being used. The same. Like, for example, what we just heard about preparing all the ingredients for worshipping the Lord. That's what the pujari does in the altar. Every day. Here in Vindakunja also. Also in Colombia. We don't do it each and every one because we are not the pujari, but that's what the pujari does. Madhupalka. Preparing certain ingredients. This is part of the devotional life. Devotion, worship, dedicating one's body, mind into the direction of the Supreme Personality of God, understanding His omnipotence. Can you please put on the fan? It's getting hot. Devotee and the Lord, they are always two. They are two and they are also together. When you really love somebody, you can say, you are my heart and soul. Which does not mean that you and the person become one. You are my heart and soul means your heart and your soul is to me like my heart and my soul. That's how much I like you. So if we utilize any other interpretation, means you give up your identity, I give up my identity, then what's the gain? Like if Hariyara and myself will merge into one at one point of our existence, where neither Hariyara is conscious of it, neither I am conscious of it, then what's the meaning? Then we have no more Hariyara and no more me. Maybe you have some cosmic abstract spark, for whatever that may be good. But it is too abstract, it's not the Bhagavatam. But nevertheless, if somebody wants to be part of the cosmic consciousness, Brahman, it's possible. But nobody can say that is the final conclusion because there's too many descriptions. And if that would be the only thing we should try to become one with the Lord, then probably meditation would be the most recommended because Archana, is worship. So you're focusing on the lotus feet of the Lord, you're establishing Him, you're dressing Him, just like what the puja is doing right now. And then we are all very eager to go and see the Lord and sing for Him. This is also another part of all this worship. Srila Prabhupada, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, Jiva Goswami, all the commentaries they have given on the scriptures are all meant to surcharge us with shraddha, with conviction. Yes, this is the best thing to do. That's what we want to do. We want to praise the Lord. We want to be with the Lord. It's a very, very unique and beautiful process. The Lord invites us to worship Him. This is what the Bhagavatam says. It's a very clear, distinct invitation. Worship me. And when we worship the Lord, then there's a relationship. And if you worship the Lord every morning, like you get up and go to Mangal Arti, pray to the Lord. Help me. Accept me. You see, the finite worshipping infinite. It's a very interesting thing. Here, look. Look how ignorant I am. Even I forget the shlokas which I learned when I was young. Many of them I just forget. How ignorant I am. And I want to know about God, the creator of all. What an audacity is that? What an absolute audacity. The infinite Lord. But the infinite Lord has come down into my life by the Vaishnava's grace. Now we are worshipping Krishna. We're making so many, look at all these deities of South America. All these deities are being worshipped every day. Wow. And here in Vrindavan also. Every day we read the books of Prabhupada and other acharyas. That is the history. The divine history of our Sampradaya. We need Krishna. Without Krishna, there's no food, my friend. Starting with such a simple thing as food. Every day you eat. Every day you breathe. Every day. This morning I was desperate. There was no water. So I jumped in the Yamuna Kund.
What a mercy. You can submerge yourself in the Yamuna water early in the morning. So much mercy Krishna provides. Yamuna, Ganga, Bharatavarsha, holy land of India. Pride comes before the fall. No wonder that people in India are easily proud, because India is so extraordinary. So, and also people are proud of that, being part of Bharatavarsha, being born here. Very proud. Of course, that's not so good. Prabhupada was not proud, but he was proud of India, but not proud to be Indian. He was proud to be a disciple of Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur and giving love to everybody. Radhe Sham, Radhe Sham, Radhe Sham. So, what is the meaning of all that? That the infinite gives us everything and he invites us to meditate upon him. What is prayer? Prayer is a form of meditation. What is offering the food? Offering the food is a way of meditation on the existence of the Lord. What are these pictures for? Every picture is a way of optical meditation to connect your heart with the infinite Lord. What? The Lord is in Mexico too? What? The Lord is in La Paz too? What? The Lord is also in Buenos Aires? Wow, okay, what's so beautiful? That is the temple construction. It is done on the head of Anantashesha. Anantashesha is sustaining the temple of the Lord, means we meditate on Lord Balaram, who is the first constructor and maintainer of Lord Krishna's temple. Then we have the Shilpa Shastra. He makes very many beautiful architectonic arrangements, and then the craftsmen, they do the job. And then what? Then we meditate on the Lord. We meditate on the Lord in the holy Dham. We meditate, like Vrindavan is very nice for meditation. Everywhere you go in Vrindavan is meditation, even the office. Because in the office we meditate how to do all the seva for Vrindavan. So also the office is a place of meditating on Vrindavan. And if you go in a pujari and you see what the pujari is doing, same thing. Meditating on the Lord, the ingredients. And when we go out in the street, we meditate outside on the street. Everywhere we should meditate. So Krishna is inviting us not only to meditate on him, but to become his devotee. It's not contemplating. No, he said, become my devotee. Come on, do something. Do something for me. Organize something for me. You know, I don't know what to do for Krishna. I really don't know. I mean, I can do these little things, chanting, studying, it's very good. But really, I don't know what to do for Krishna. But when I see the need is there to improve things in Vrindavan, I'm very happy. I'm very happy. Vishabhanu left already? So, I'm so happy that I can serve Krishna. If there's anything to clean out here in Vrindavan, that's Vrindavan's mercy with us. I really don't like dirt running flying around. I really don't like it, but there's too much for me to pick it up all. So sometimes I have to walk by and just ignore it. Of course, when I go with a group of devotees, like if you like, we can go today and clean the Seva Kunja. It's very dirty. It's a very important place of our Sampradaya here. Could go in, but we should have nice sticks to pull out the garbage from under, because there's so many low trees. So like that, no? If we want to do something, like we have this once a week, doing this cleaning of Vrindavan. We missed out this Sunday. So if you want to come, I'll clean with you around. Of course, it's very hot that time, no? Maybe we do it at 3 o'clock. Make the cleaning today at 3 o'clock, and then we go to Yamuna Kunja for evening program or for Artik.
3 o'clock still very hot. 3 o'clock still very hot. Normally what we do in summer, we do at 6 a.m.
The summer they do the Sunday cleaning right after Mangalarti.
Wow. Yeah, I'm not yet in summer, but it's not yet so hot.
But at 3 p.m.
Huh?
But at 3 p.m. is really hot.
And 4 o'clock then? 4 to 6? But we should be well equipped because Sevakundra is quite large too. To get in there and to make all the cleaning. It's my invitation. With Redai, we are just making some brick machine. A brick machine. So this is basically what I wanted to say to you. This is my heartfelt desire. My heartfelt desire that we can always think of Krishna, become his devotee. Reciprocate. What else are we going to do here? Of course, if people come in and we take them around and show them Vrindavan, this is actually called the Panda Seva. That's what the pandas do. And if you do that nicely and the people are very happy and they become very attached to Vrindavan, then you did a good job. And how do you know they became attached to Vrindavan? That they also want to give a donation to help with Vrindavan. So whether you preach here or you go outside, if you preach about Vrindavan, people should get involved with Vrindavan. This is something like, this is the criteria of success. Somebody hears it, somebody feels it, he says, yes, I go, I participate. Like if you hear me say, let's clean Sevakunja. If you think, wow, yes, good idea, I'll be there. Well, then mean I contagiously affected you. Because I won't chastise you if you're not coming. So in this way, things are going on in Krishna consciousness. Always doing things for Krishna. Every samadhi who's in this compound is for another intensive meditation. Every devotee left, like yesterday, the mother of Gopal left. Yesterday. He was very sad, and we made a ceremony for his mother. Where is he? Oh, translation, yes. ¿Cómo se llama? Gerarda. Bueno, aquí pensamos todos juntos en Gerarda un momento. Una mujer afortunada de haber tenido un hijo presidente del templo de Arequipa, predicador consagrado, sankirtanero, brahmachari. Y Gerarda, Krishna se la llevó allá. Entonces después vamos a hacer otra ceremonia de Yamuna y cosas así como siempre acostumbramos, pero que si los devotos piensen en ella un momento para que ella pueda alcanzar los pies del loto de Krishna en Vrindavan. Esa es una gran conexión. Hare Krishna, Gerarda, Hare Krishna, Gerarda, Hare Krishna, Gerarda, Hare Krishna.
Sri Vrindavan Dham Ki Jai. This is so important that we connect meditation. You know, this meditation is real. Heralda is real. The body, she left, but she didn't leave. She is real, and she is. Where's my son? My son is in Vrindavan, and everybody says, "Welcome to Vrindavan, Heralda. Now, no more need to go other places. If you like, you can stay with Krishna." So these are the invitations we are getting in our devotional life. And maybe tomorrow your mother is going to get that invitation. Maybe your mother is going to be that fortunate. I brought my mother to Vrindavan on her 80th birthday. That was my birthday gift. I said, "Mother, let's go to Vrindavan." And she came. And she fell in love with Vrindavan. And in the end of her life, she said, "I want to make music for Krishna." So she was affected deeply in her heart. So these things are there. Even if our parents cannot come to Vrindavan, we still pray for them. We connect them mentally with Vrindavan. And that's the mind power. The mind power is very, very amazing. The Lord's mind power creates worlds. Your mind's power can do lots of things, more things than you imagine. Yesterday one person showed me a picture of a little girl. The little girl had 3 months and had a cheek like a strawberry. Red, 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 red. One side was normal and one side was like this. Completely like the parents freaked out. How is our girl looking that strange? So they went to their guru, Srila Bhakti-Ballabhtirtha Maharaj. And he looked at the baby and he said, is she going to be fine? Is she going? He always asked like 10 times, is she going to be fine? And the father said, the doctor says there's no cure for that. So Bhakti-Ballabhtirtha Maharaj, he touched her over the face. And 1 year later, she had a normal face. There was no more mark, nothing. The doctors could not believe it. What had happened? This is a miracle. Now, Rohini is her name. Now Rohini is already 14. Healthy, beautiful girl. So, the power of the devotees is more than the devotees themselves do not realize how much power is there in the mind and in the word, in the Mahamantra. But you know, we are all here because of the Mahamantra. That is the power which has brought us here. So by this mercy of the Mahamantra or the energy as it flows, we have all come in contact with Krishna's lotus feet. So do not underestimate the power of Krishna's name and the power of the mind of a devotee. I went to Delhi. I was staying in the house of one of my friends. And my friend had a son and he was married. And the woman could not get a child for years. For years and years they were married, no child. So she came to me and said, "Can't you do something about it?" I said, "I don't know anything. But you can ask Gopeshwar Mahadev." Gopeshwar Mahadev is the most mysterious Lord of everything. You don't see, you see it's a stone, it's a Shila. So she prayed to Gopeshwar Mahadev and the next moment she had twins. After years of marriage, no, twins. Now the twins are happy devotees.
¿No supiste que cancelaron todos los vuelos?
No, ya confirmé.
No, pero están cancelados todos por las elecciones.
¿En serio?
No te quieren dejar salir de la India, Murad.
Darle gracias a todos por todo, por la misericordia, por todo. Y pues ya, me acabó el néctar, sigue otro néctar allá.
Sí. ¿De vuelta a Bogotá?
Sí, Gurudeva, sí.
Un abrazo a tu mamá de parte de mí.
Ay, Gurudeva.
¿Qué regalo le está llevando?
Estoy llevando puntis, le estoy llevando personas.
¿Puntis? ¿Nada más?
Sí, pero ahí.
¿Ah?
Varias cositas.
Venga, Murad. ¿Qué más lee? ¿Solo?
Por ahí una morticita pequeña.
La mujer, la mamá de él están renunciantes si le traes joyería, se no. Pero una linda tela, venga.
Muchas gracias. Gracias por todo.
Gran gusto tenerte aquí en la India. Qué pena que se va, pero puede volver.
Muchas gracias.
Y un abrazo a todos en Colombia. ¿Va a estar en Bogotá?
En Suacha, Gurudeva, en Suacha.
Bueno, Svacha es casi Varsho.
Casi cierto, intermedio.
¿Allá qué hacen?
Con Bactaná estábamos en el restaurante, pero tocó cerrarlo y se va a volver a abrir, porque pagaba mucho arriendo. Y por ahí tenemos muchos amigos y les compartimos muchas cosas. Va mucha gente de Suacha a Bárcena, los invitamos. Muchas gracias por su
¿A qué hora es tu
conmigo.
vuelo?
3 de la tarde, pero tengo que estar a las 12 en el... Ya está el taxi ahí. Gurudeva, muchas gracias. Gracias. Gracias a todos.
Vanchakalpatrubhascha kripa sindhubhaivacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha.
Ya. Se hizo la gorra. Adiós. Permiso.
¿No te olvidaste algo?
La gorra.
¿Dónde está?
Desapareció. Permiso.
¿Tiene las maletas llenas o cabe más?
Ya va llena.
¿Te llevas una ballena? Se va llena.
Ya, muchas gracias.
No cabe más nada.
No, Gurudeva, ya está. Porque le llevo una programa a Nanda también y ya voy lleno.
Ok, suerte con el viaje hasta Colombia. ¿Preguntas? ¿Preguntas? Es mucha información que da el Bhagavatam y es autoritativa, así es, no es discutible. El infinito. Y Kanta Japa es uno de los principales. Sí, Vegavan tiene pregunta.
Sí, una pregunta que, bueno, tal vez he escuchado, pero no sé bien. ¿El Brahman tiene sentimientos? O sea, ¿el Brahman puede dar
Brahmano hi apratishtaham amrita vyavya cha. Krishna dice, yo soy la fuente del Brahman impersonal, que es la fuente de la felicidad original. Eso significa que es la misma existencia espiritual, es una éxtasis, una maravilla. Y el Brahman sostiene esto, pero Krishna es la fuente del Brahman. Por eso cualquier cosa que tú puedes creer que existe más allá de alguna área energética, pues consciente, eso ya sería Paramatma y Krishna, Bhagavan. ¿En qué forma cooperan ellos energéticamente? Es imposible comprender. Por ejemplo, el Brahman está en todos lados, pero el Paramatma está en cada átomo. Entonces Krishna va a interrelacionarse vía Brahman o vía Paramatma. Lo más probable vía Paramatma, porque Paramatma es localizado y personalizado. Pero para decir el Brahman es o no es, eso es como hablando de áreas más allá de uno. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Una pregunta de...
Adelante.
Maharaj, in the lecture you were mentioning that seeing Krishna everywhere is very basic. But at the same time we have also heard that seeing Krishna everywhere can be possible only in a very high state of bhakti. So in the beginning state one can or one should be a little bit more careful to whom you associate or in what activities you engage. So what would be your advice in this regard for the devotees?
Well, one thing is trying to see Krishna everywhere, and the other thing is seeing Krishna everywhere. Trying to see Krishna everywhere means following what we just read. Krishna is there in the elements and everything. And actually seeing him there, it's a degree of realization, which is, for one who sees me everywhere, sees everything in me, I'm never lost to him, nor is he ever lost to me. Bhagavad Gita. So, the second part of the question is whether it's elevated. Of course it's elevated. In Krishna consciousness, everything is elevated. And we should always associate it with elevated Vaishnavas. This is out of a question.
Just to complete my question, for example, in my personal experience, one of the reasons why I came to India was because I felt that if I would stay in my country, in my school, for example, this association would draw me down to material life because there were so many things. So I decided I'm not qualified for that association or to change them, so I better escape and go somewhere else to get some association that I need. So that's like a concrete example, to be more selective in the beginning stage.
This was your good Sukriti, my dear. And your good Sukriti having parents who facilitated that, who loved you so much that they financed that all. But the basic, I think not only you, every young child wants to have also good association according to its understanding. Now you were lucky as a Vrindavan Chanda, you had an idea that Vrindavan has something to offer for you. So in this sense you had that knowledge. But we all want to be, like when I was 12 years, I didn't want to have anything to do with any of the things my parents thought were good. What was for me important at my age of 12, my parents had no idea of it and they were not sharing it. whenever they knew. So that it was, but it was my search for association. I didn't want to associate in those days with people who have no belief in anything positive for the world, who are like conformistic. The world is the way it is, okay, just live it. So sometimes we get an inspiration, but we cannot compare everyone with everyone because it will not be very satisfactory. When will a child question their parents? When will a child go a different way than their parents want? That moment may come, right? But not for everyone at the same time. And what if the parents are the bad association? Unfortunately, it's often the case in this world. Okay.
Madre Rasavati de México.
Oh, Rasavati. Wonderful.
La pregunta que
A
hace,
big greeting to Mexico and your beautiful service there.
la pregunta que hace dice, después de cantar el santo nombre por algunos años y no se tiene aún ninguna realización, ¿hay alguna esperanza?
Si uno no tiene realización.
Después de cantar el santo nombre por algunos años y no viene o no se tiene ninguna realización, ¿hay alguna esperanza?
The realization of a devotee is continuous. To continue another day in Krishna consciousness is also by realization. And if there's some difficulty in life, then it is meant Krishna is calling you more intensively. He wants you to come quicker to him. So then he may even put some obstacle in your life. But whenever you chant Hare Krishna, there's always hope. So much hope. Such an incredible hope. But our hope is in the spiritual world. We want Mexico to be grand, beautiful. It is already so much. We want Varshana to be the biggest success. We want so many things, but in the end of the day, we want to go home, back to God, and back to Krishna. We want to be with our Lord, with our love, our eternal love, and that is only possible if the Lord comes to our rescue. But we keep chanting, and that is our realization. Keep chanting under all conditions. Actually, devotees feel they have no realization. In truth, they do have a lot of realization. I know also you, Rasavati, have a lot of realization. And also you're a very expert dentist and preacher and devotee. So, where is this coming from? Just from the holy name and the mercy of the Vaishnavas. We say mercy of Srila Prabhupada, because he loves all of us equally. And his grand disciples he loves even more than his own disciples. Any other question?
Yes. ¿Cómo se llama? Ekanath y Krishnanusandana de Canadá.
Haribol, Montreal Yatra ki jai.
Dice, ¿cómo uno se debe relacionar con otras misiones? específicamente ISKCON en Montreal.
We are so fortunate to have a Vrinda mission in Montreal. We are so fortunate to have devotees of B.A. Maharaj in Montreal. We are so fortunate that Prabhupada's mission is in Montreal with all its devotees. But we should do everything possible that the consciousness of Vishva Vaishnava Rajsabha is firmly established in the mind of devotees. This is a special Vrinda devotee karma or dharma. Because somehow or other we were part of as the Vishva Vaishnava Rajsabha was established. I had a conversation today with Madhu Pandit, and he was confused about our poster because he saw Gopananda Bon Maharaj on the top. And he said, Prabhupada is not emphasized enough. But he simply misunderstood because Gopananda Bon Maharaj is now the president of the meeting, of the centennial meeting in Chandigarh, 1990. So he was thinking that Bhakti Hridaya Bon Maharaj is getting too much emphasis rather than Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, who did all the work around the world. But it's only a misunderstanding, because Srila Prabhupada is unquestionable the greatest ambassador of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. But Gopananda Bon Maharaj is now the president of Vishwa Vaishnava Rajsabha, and now we are holding this event. So on this poster it said Jiva Goswami, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, and then Gopananda Bon Maharaj, your poster, no? So it was not putting Bon Maharaj over Prabhupada at all. Misunderstanding. So there are misunderstandings still. Therefore, when we represent the Vishva Vaishnava Rajsabha, you know, we also dream of all the posters which I have made over the years. You should all print them out or have them printed in India, it's cheaper, and hang them everywhere. Let the devotees see them. These posters have been made for the development of consciousness. Many, many people simply do not understand what is Vishva Vaishnava Rajsabha. It is the conception of our acharyas. It is our greatest and most beautiful contribution, which is plurality in Guru Tattva. Vandeham Sri Gurum Sri Yutapada Kamalam Sri Gurum Vaishnavamscha. Gurum is with M, that means plural. So many people, they worship or they manage their mission as if there's only one guru, their guru, or somebody like Prabhupada Tanuga says the only guru is Prabhupada, there's no other gurus. But that's not our prayer, that's not our tradition. So, therefore, we have to understand that Jiva Goswami himself gave that concept, and it's very helpful for people to understand that. We are trying to make in September a meeting in Miami with many Vaishnavas. Maybe we can develop, but it's also so much ego. People don't want to associate with each other. Like I go every morning and see different Vaishnavas. Every morning. Today I saw so many Vaishnavas. And inviting them. I don't know how long it will take. But Vishwa Vaishnava Rajsabha is already a reality. And in Montreal, it's a reality. Now, if the local ISKCON devotees can understand that, good for them. If they don't understand that, then we just say, Haribol, Haribol, Nitai Gaura Haribol. We love you all. Maybe you understand the United Nations of the Spirit if you cannot understand the Vishwa Vaishnava Rajsabha, which is even more broad. The ambassadors of the United Nations of the Spirit, they're more broad than Vishva Vaishnava Raj Shava. But our Gopananda Bon Maharaj, when we were celebrating in Kiva Kumbh Mela, said, the Vishva Vaishnava Raj Shava is an offering to the United Nations of the Spirit. When he said that, I felt, wow, wonderful. He has understood this. Because it's true. Above the Vaishnavas is the welfare of the whole creation. And if the Vaishnavas can provide the welfare of the whole creation, good. If the Vaishnavas have not yet provided the welfare of the entire creation, then they should also be in connection with those who try to work for the welfare of the entire humanity and nature. Thank you so much for your preaching, and congratulations, young parents there in Montreal. Any other question?
Yes, I have another question.
Go ahead.
Are not the Vaishnavas, like every Mahamantra Vaishnava chant, we can consider that that's for the welfare of the entire creation. So like once I heard from a Prabhupada lecture, he mentioned that in the war, Krishna consciousness, what Krishna consciousness is doing is for the welfare of the entire humanity. Whether which language you speak, that kind of welfare is different, but my question is, I think all Vaishnavas, they are always working for the welfare of the entire creation. Even chanting in a solitary place may also be helpful for the Mahamantra purifies everything.
So is this a challenging question?
No. It's a question because, like, for me, I see no difference within United Nations of the Spirit and Krishna consciousness. For me, they are one, because Krishna consciousness works for the welfare of the entire humanity, and United Nations are the same.
So what we have to understand, that there's Gauna Mukhya and Mukhya, Gauna Vritti and Mukhya Vritti. So when you talk about chanting Hare Krishna, this is Mukhya Vritti. This is a most direct thing, and some people like Haridas Thakur, all they did is chant, no? But then you read the Chaitanya Chiksamritam of Bhaktivinoda Thakur, and he talks about thousands of other things Vaishnavas are supposed to do in order to establish a mission. So many things to do. Prasadam distribution is there. You can do it small, middle, medium, or large scale. So whatever you do, it will take time. So Gauna Vritti is many times taking time. So what do you have to, what is your criteria? The simple answer is what your guru tells you. That's your criteria. Because if you have to make it up yourself, well, then it's up to your criteria. But like in myself, my case, my Guru Deva, Prabhupada left, Srila Maharaj left, Puri Maharaj left, Bhakti, Balabhtirtha Maharaj left, so many of my Guru Devas left. So many times I have to make up my mind myself, what am I supposed to do, what is the right thing to do. And what comes out, this is what I'm feeling inspired. So when the Guru tells the disciple do something, maybe the other disciple not understand it, or he understands, oh, like for example, there were always some stupid devotees. They thought book distribution is the only thing, because Prabhupada made beautiful statements about book distribution. But then they started to distribute many books, but they didn't read the books. Then they heard Prabhupada said, you read the books and you distribute the books. Okay. Then they felt they were better than the temple devotees, because they were doing that and those who were in the temple doing nothing. So this classifying and wanting to put this and this and that, what you just said, that for me Krishna consciousness and the United Nations of the Spirit is one and the same. Yes, I agree with this. I also feel basically the same. But for certain people it would require a lot of clarification. They cannot immediately understand how is that this is for the welfare of the whole world and what is the highest welfare of the world. So if you say chanting Hare Krishna is the same thing as making a Temazcal, then I agree, because you can chant Hare Krishna in the Temazcal also, like we have done many times. But if we say chanting Hare Krishna and making Temazcal without chanting the names of God, is it the same? I would say no. Just like when you worship, or when you worship Hanuman, is not the same as if you worship Radha Krishna or Mahaprabhu. So there are currents, and those currents are part of the devotional education. And you cannot just squeeze it in a little nano frame and says, I got it all here. It doesn't work like that. It's all revealed as it comes in our devotion, in our surrender, in our efforts. And often we don't know what we are doing, but Krishna knows what's going on. Definitely. Kiva Kumbh Mela. Where does the Kiva Kumbh Mela come from? In the year 2012, I'm taking a flight from Miami to Bogota with a stop in Costa Rica. There's a change of plane in Costa Rica. I sit in the other plane to go down to Colombia, and my seat is right next to Mamo Lorenzo. Krishna even chooses the airline seats, Baba. I don't know Mamo Lorenzo don't know me. But I was already in the Sierra Nevada, I have ashram there, I have great respect. So I'm, as I am, hey, how are you doing? La, 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 la. So we're talking, and he tells me about that he's part of the Roots of the Earth Kiva movement, and that they were going to make a Kiva program in Bogota. I said, very interesting. I invited him to Varshana. He came next day with his family. And in the airplane, I told him, if you like, we can cater your event. We can, because it was supposed to be in the National University, I said, we can bring food there for your people. I said, if you want. That was all. From that meeting in that airplane came the Kiva Kumbh Mela in Prayagraj. Nobody planned it. Nobody knew about United Nations of the Spirit at that time. Nobody knew anything. I didn't know Heribert or nothing. So this is a very clear example, for to say an extreme example, but you see everything, every moment, all the time is like that. Who walks into my room is sent by Krishna, isn't he? That's why we should honor our guests like Narayan. Who walks into my room, he's like Krishna, Narayan. So, if you see your life like that, your life is completely mystical. Every second is mystical. There is not such a thing as an ordinary moment in life. I was speaking with Madhu Pandit this morning. And he said, oh, there's some mistake in your poster. Prabhupada is not emphasized enough, but he couldn't understand it. And Madhu Pandit is a devotee of Lord Krishna. And while chanting Hare Krishna, he became a billionaire. And he became an awardee of the Padma Shri Award of India. Now he got the Gandhi Award also by Modi. The Prime Minister of India just came a few weeks ago to Akshayapatram. He never came to Vrindavan, but he went to his place directly. And all this is possible only by Mahamantra. What is the plan of Krishna? Who knows? What's the next feature? Who knows? But Vrindavan is an important part of it. Because Prabhupada prepared. Like Madhu Pandit, he's doing right now a 5-day japa chanting in Prabhupada's room. Trying to find some answers, some inspiration from Prabhupada. Pretty amazing, no? How many people do that? Intensive. Krishna consciousness is intensive. And I want your life, every one of your lives, to be very important lives in the plans of Krishna. And I think they are. But you have to further develop it. Mandali, when you are leaving tomorrow? Your friend is coming today. He didn't arrive.
I don't know exactly, but I think he said 9 or 10 o'clock.
Okay. Okay, let's see our Thakurji. Or is there one more question?
Just before moves, yesterday came one Bhavani from Paramadvaiti Maharaj ashram to invite all of us to tomorrow Abhibhakti of Bhakti Raibon Maharaj.
Tomorrow is the Avirbhav Tithi of Bhakti Vidaibon Maharaj. Yes, we have to go there. So he invited everyone?
Yes.
Wow, beautiful. Hari Bol. So tomorrow we will honor Srila Bhakti Vidaibon Maharaj. Hari. Hari.
Jai Srila Guru Maharaj ki.